Pittsburgh Steelers safety Minkah Fitzpatrick is being called out by NFL media members and many NFL fans for his hit on Nick Chubb, which ended his season with him having to be carted off the field with a knee injury. And many people are calling him a dirty player, and that was a dirty hit. So, by now, you've probably seen many replays and should know of Nick Chubb getting injured in the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Cleveland Browns Monday Night Football game, where Cole Holcomb, he went up to meet Nick Chubb in the hole and meet him there, and he grabbed him and was tackling him, and then Minkah Fitzpatrick came in to secure the tackle at full speed, dove at his legs, and also ended up injuring Nick Chubb. So that's why many people are calling it dirty, because they feel as though there was no need to go low and kind of double tackle Nick Chubb because Cole Holcomb already had Nick Chubb wrapped up. But as we all know, and as Jason McCourtney defended Minkah Fitzpatrick, he said that defensive backs are the smallest players usually on the field. And Minkah Fitzpatrick, he probably already made up his mind beforehand that he would need to go low on Nick Chubb to tackle him. We all see Nick Chubb, he averages like 5 yards per carry, and he's a really good runner and a really good running back at breaking tackles. So Minkah Fitzpatrick knows that he probably couldn't grab and tackle Nick Chubb if he went high. So he probably already made up his mind that he was going to go low beforehand. And it just so happened to be when you're going full speed, even though Cole Holcomb had him wrapped up, you could see that in slow motion. But going 100 miles per hour, going the fastest you're going on a football field, it was kind of a bang play. Cole Holcomb only got there maybe like a second before. So your brain still has to kind of tell time in that sort of way and make an adjustment. And I just guess he couldn't make that adjustment soon enough, and he dove to tackle him. And he dove to tackle him to secure the tackle. Even if Cole Holcomb did have him wrapped up. How many times the Steelers missed tackles on Nick Chubb that day? Many. Nick Chubb was breaking tackles left and right. Who's to say that Nick Chubb would not have broken Cole Holcomb's tackle and then end up running for a touchdown? And then the whole story would have been, how come no one went to go help and no one went to go tackle him? How come Cole Holcomb was the only one who met him in the middle, even though everyone was all around him? So Minkah Fitzpatrick, he went to secure the tackle and make sure he actually brought Nick Chubb to the ground and not let him break another tackle like he was doing that day. So yes, maybe he couldn't have dived exactly right at the knee, but also you don't expect his leg to just be stationary in the ground. You expected him to still be turning and kind of moving the wheels and moving his feet like running backs and quarterbacks are taught to do. So with that being said, Jason McCourtney, he was defending Minkah Fitzpatrick in that scenario, but also, there's many other NFL media members and fans that were talking negative about Minkah Fitzpatrick, saying that he is a dirty player and that specific play was a dirty hit. One of the NFL media members who said something about Minkah Fitzpatrick being like a dirty hit is Nate Burleson. He is a former NFL player, a former wide receiver with the Detroit Lions, and also he plays many roles in the NFL media and also does like a news channel in the morning. Here's what he had to say. The reason there is outrage about that hit on Nick Chubb isn't about the game or its fans getting soft. The problem is Minkah, who is a veteran defensive back, torpedoed at Nick Chubb's leg while he was already being taken down by a defender. For me, it's one of two things: malicious or a weak attempt at tackling someone. So that's what he had to say about Minkah Fitzpatrick's tackle being malicious and basically a dirty play, and that he didn't need to do it and he didn't need to dive at his legs. So he's getting called out by Nate Burleson for being a malicious player, I guess, on that certain play and having a weak tackling attempt, whatever that's supposed to mean. So that's what he had to say. Also, another person called him out in the media. He's a part of Pro Football Talk, and he joins Mike Florio on the show. His name is Chris Sims, and he had this to say about Minkah Fitzpatrick's hit. I don't love that he's engaged with someone else. Minkah Fitzpatrick goes low on him. I didn't love that. I don't think it was necessary. That was one thing that jumped out to me a little bit. He was being hit. He had someone bear hugging him. Minkah came in like a heat-seeking missile and dove at the side of his knee. Players are smart enough to know, don't do that. I did not love that, and it's deflating. The Browns are out of the playoff conversation without him. So even though he did not say it directly, basically what you're telling me and basically what he's hearing from him saying it is that he dove at his knee intending to do that. That's basically what he's trying to say. He dove at the side of his knee trying to get him injured. And that's not true. You know Minkah Fitzpatrick, he's one of the best safeties in the league. And he always gets talked about as someone who pays close attention to details and wants to win the football game. So he was just trying to make the tackle. But now Sims is making it seem like he just went full speed right into his knee on purpose to injure him. But if there's one person who always defends stuff like this, it's Ryan Clark. And that's why you see him on the thumbnail of this video. Because Ryan Clark was defending Minkah Fitzpatrick and defending the NFL just in general for the hit. What he's basically saying is you can't go high because then you would give the player a concussion. You can't go low because then stuff like this will happen. Where are you supposed to hit the player? Yes, you could go and hit him in the kind of chest area, but then sometimes that gives problems as well when you go full speed into someone's chest. So where are you supposed to hit a guy? Or you can't go high, you can't go low, and you can't go into his chest, basically. So where are you supposed to hit him? And he's basically calling the NFL fans and NFL media, people who are talking about this as a dirty hit, he's calling them soft. And he's defending Minkah Fitzpatrick in that kind of way, saying that it's just not right, and there's just no place to hit someone anymore, and it's basically turning into flag football. That's what he's basically saying about the situation. So he's defending Minkah Fitzpatrick in a major way against many people who are coming at him for being a dirty player and a dirty hit. But that doesn't stop other NFL fans from chiming in about Minkah Fitzpatrick's play on Nick Chubb. Many people are basically saying that Minkah Fitzpatrick should be suspended, and he should even be suspended until Nick Chubb comes back and is able to make a full return to football. So many people are saying that. Many people also were saying stuff about Minkah Fitzpatrick. We all know Minkah Fitzpatrick, he had to go to the hospital with a chest contusion when you see him throwing up on the sideline, and many people are saying really bad stuff about that situation as well. I won't get into it, but you could just imagine what people are saying about him and him being in the hospital for that situation. Another thing that's being said by NFL fans is basically that Minkah Fitzpatrick is continuing on a tradition for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are known for dirty hits, and Minkah Fitzpatrick is just continuing on that tradition and being a dirty player for the Steelers like they're known to be, which also doesn't make very much sense because the only person who ever gave hard hits was basically Ryan Clark, James Harrison, and it was never a dirty play. So I don't know where they're getting that from as well. That has never been a tradition with the Steelers, maybe the Bengals, maybe the Browns, but never between the Ravens and the Steelers. So that doesn't make any sense. It's always been just clean and hard-nosed football and playing to the max. So Minkah Fitzpatrick, he got called out by many NFL media members, not just Chris Sims and Nate Burleson, but many more. You could probably find that if you just look up Minkah Fitzpatrick dirty player on the Google or something. And then you can also look at fans, what they're saying. But that's kind of like the gist of it. Ryan Clark is defending him a lot. Jason McCourtney defended him a little bit on TV, on NFL Network. So at least people are defending him for not being a dirty player, because we all know he's not, and that was not a dirty hit as well, and many people are just calling him out. So that's what he and the NFL media and the fans had to say about the situation, and Minkah Fitzpatrick is being called out by many people. With that being said, let me know down in the comments below, how do you feel about the hit on Nick Chubb? Do you feel as though it's a dirty play? Do you feel as though Minkah Fitzpatrick is a dirty player? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Or just believe, like I believe, that it was just a normal NFL play and it's an unfortunate situation for Nick Chubb. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well if you like serious content and analysis reports. Like the video, turn on post notifications down below for this channel as well so you get notified whenever I post next year's video. I cover everything for Pittsburgh Steelers news, rumors, highlights, reports, analysis, everything of that nature. So if you want to stay up to date through this regular season, I'm covering it all. I make a video every day basically. So like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications for this channel. And I'll see you guys all later. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.